What's up, everyone? Welcome back, and thank you for stopping in. Today, we have an exciting video planned for you guys. This is another installment on the collection series. This is going to be a couple knives and a couple EDC items. We will hop into that, but first, if you are new to the channel and you like knife content, EDC content, gear reviews, survival and preparedness type content, you are in the right spot. Hit the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you here. Before you guys head out, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. It greatly helps the video out. It helps the channel out. I really appreciate it, and I love it when you guys comment. I love interacting with you guys down there. It is a blast. So if you would, leave a little comment down below. I honestly do not care what it is. We'll cover what I have in my pockets right now. I have the AM8 Prayer 2. This is the sister company to Migaron. And I'm messing around with my CRKT. What is this? The Minimalist is what it's called, I think. D2 steel, karambit style. It's a unique little knife. I have been taking this with me to work and seeing how it fares under some certain tasks. And so far, that tip is very useful, and it holds you in the cut because of that slight angle of the blade. So, definitely a very useful tool. I've been deciding on whether or not I should keep using it like that. People have asked me to test it out as an EDC knife, so I want to do that, but I also wouldn't mind just keeping it for EDC type purposes as far as its actual intended use. But I could sharpen it up and no big deal. So I'm going to continue testing it, but I'm not going to put it through anything crazy, just day-to-day type stuff and maybe a little extra, we'll see. But and then I'll get that edge back to normal and use it for its actual purposes. So today we have a collection video, and this is going over some American gear as far as EDC and knives. We are talking about Tactile Turn and Tactile Knife Company today. I have a small collection of their items, all that I have paid for with my own money. So it is a smaller collection, but it is a collection nonetheless. There are a couple items, and I absolutely love them. Tactile Turn, Tactile KNIFECO are the same owners, same company. One is just their pens, the other is their knives. American made, right here in the United States, in Texas. Just a great thing when we can get high quality items from America, made by Americans, and they are kept at a good price. Yeah, they are a little pricier than some things, but they're not near as expensive as some American made items are. This is a special edition Cerakote Tactile Turn bolt action pen. The reason it is exclusive is the green anodized bolt. They did a little run of these around Christmas time. They put out like blue, green, and maybe red, I think it was. They might have had another color actually too. There wasn't a bunch of them though. They went pretty quick. I think one color hung around for a few days, but then that was gone as well. I really like the green. It just kind of spoke to me. I think 3 of them were still available when I looked. And I went with the green. Absolutely amazing job. The camera is going to pick up some of that milling that's done, but it's just finished so very well. You can barely tell where the transition point is, and it's up there in the front. This is just masterfully machined and then milled. You get a good pocket clip. You have just a tiny bit hanging out there. And I will go ahead and grab its older brother, which was the first one I ever got. This is the original bolt action tactile turn pen. So you can see it is a little bit taller than the DLC version, which is one thing that drove me towards getting that DLC'd one. It was a little shorter, completely different look than the one I already have. I love that bolt action mechanism. So you're getting like an inch, I think it is. But for at home, even EDCing it, it's perfect. I did it many times. Especially for at home though, this is a perfect size. It's a full size pen. So this is great for at home use. And it works fine for EDC, especially depending on your scenario. If you're an office worker or something like that, no problem. As far as the carpentry field, I've taken this with me some, but I realized I didn't want to screw this up. And it's a little tall for my uses. You know, depending on where I have it, it can get in the way. So I tend to, even this is a little tall. More manageable, but still a little tall. So typically I carry something even smaller, especially if it's in the pocket. And if I'm going out to eat or going out, these are definitely the first in the pocket. Or if I'm going to family's house or something, these are definitely the first choices that go with me. They're not meant for pouches, so they don't really fit your standard small pocketable pouches. So these hang out in my display case until I call upon them for carry purposes. We will transition into the knife side of things, but I did want to mention that I plan on getting one of their clicker pens, and I'll probably get the size of this one, and I think they have a couple different styles. So I'm looking to get something that's a little different than the bolt action style here. I'm thinking one of their seasonal type releases. Those are the click pens on the side there. So I am going to be getting one of them at some point here. When I see one I like, I am going to snag it. Next up, we have on the side of the knife company now. So this is Tactile Turn going to Tactile Knife Company there. One thing that I want to go back to is this pen. I forgot to mention it because I mentioned it so many times, but this has a Damascus pin for the bolt. Instead of being like titanium like that one is, this is actually a Damascus pin. So that is kind of like an add-on or an aftermarket piece that you can get. I ordered mine with it, so it came with that. You have to pay for it, obviously. But at the time, it made sense. It was only, I don't want to say a few bucks, but it was like between 15 and 30, I think. Somewhere in that ballpark. It wasn't crazy expensive, but it was definitely a little bit more than just the standard bolt is. So that's kind of like my ultimate dress gentleman's carry pen there. And now we will transition to the knife side of things. This is the Tactile KNIFECO thumb stud Rockwall, American made in Texas, just like the pens. I want to say it's even the same building, just a different name to divide the products, which I don't know if I guess they figured it would be better for more ways than one, but hell, you could have just kept it at tactile turn. This is exactly what you need if you're looking for a gentleman's carry with premium materials. I just, between this and the pen, the original bolt action pen, that is one of the most perfect combinations of pen and knife. You know, premium materials, premium everything, steel, American made. It's a hell of a combo. The milling pattern is the same. It's just excellent. I absolutely love it. The action on the tactile turn or tactile KNIFECO Rockwall is excellent. They chose MagnaCut for their second version. I believe they did. I don't know. I know they did a flipper tab in XHP, I think it was. I don't know if they did. I think they did a thumb stud as well. And then they went to MagnaCut. And now that is what they use across the board, as far as I know. Unless some of their newer models come with something else. I'm pretty sure they're using MagnaCut mainly. And then you do have a titanium pocket clip. Titanium scales that have been milled to the gills. You have a titanium backspacer there. Titanium pivot. I'm not sure if the thumb studs are titanium. I think they are, actually. I think the thumb studs are titanium as well. But this is on the smaller side of average. So it still fits a large, extra large hand just fine. But, you know, that's the max there. So, I mean, it's perfect, though, for me. As far as a gentleman's type carry or a secondary, something like that. It's a great size. I absolutely love this thing. It's just so well done. I think I got the pen first and then this knife here. And then I got what I'm going to show next. And then I got the DLC'd pen, the bolt action pen. So, can I get... There we go. Now, for the grand finale, is we have a Northwoods Leather Company slip. It's green with orange thread. This is exactly how I asked him to make it, and he nailed it. I will link Troy's Instagram down below. The guy who makes all this leather does a great job. And he made that slip for my Tactile KNIFECO Bear. Now, this is the ultimate trio carry in my opinion. Or one of them. As far as a gentleman's carry, going out to eat with your woman and you need some nice premium gear, you know, whatever. This is it for me. You have the Tactile KNIFECO Bear. You have a titanium lanyard bead on a lanyard here. This is an aftermarket piece, but can be added. You have a clip point MagnaCut blade. This is a slip joint, so it is non-locking like the thumb stud Rockwall there. That is a liner lock with a drop point. This is a slip joint with a clip point. Very aesthetically pleasing, along with all of their other items they have here. Same pivot, same milled scales, same nice stonewash on the blade. Very minimal branding. You just have Tactile there on the front. You don't have anything on the Rockwall there. And then you have MagnaCut there on the backside. And then they have MagnaCut there on the blade by the scale. Oh, they do have Tactile there. It's on the close to the scale there, right below the thumb stud. So they do have Tactile there. But just another amazing piece of gear. This is slightly smaller, I think, by just a hair. By just a little tiny bit is the bear smaller than the Rockwall. Not much in the blade, just a smidge in the blade, and really just a smidge in the handle. It's still perfect that I can get 4 fingers comfortably around the handle there. Great size, great blade shape. I'm a pretty big fan of clip points. I know they're not the most useful blade shape, but I still love the way they look. They function good. This is not meant to be like your traditional type slip joints. It's a modern slip joint, so it doesn't have quite that walk and talk you might expect on a traditional or a modern traditional slip joint. Nonetheless, though, it's pretty good. It's a little lighter, but I don't think it's meant to have a strong spring. I could be wrong, but it's pretty good. I enjoy it. So it's very good. Materials, aesthetics. It is ergonomic. The material choice on all of this stuff is just wonderful. Carrying this as a secondary in the slip with the Rockwall as a primary, and then pick one of the pens to go with it, and I think you have yourself a really nice gentleman's carry. It took me quite a while though to get all this stuff acquired, but over time it is doable, and it was definitely well worth it. I absolutely love Tactile and their products. That will conclude the Tactile Turn and Knife Company collection video. I plan on getting some more things from them for sure. And once I get 1 or 2 more things from them, I will go ahead and do an update, because there is another pen I plan on getting and another knife I plan on getting, if not 2 and 2. So there will definitely be a update video on this, but I wanted to get a collection video done on this and get it up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something or was entertained for a little bit. If you're still here, thank you. I love you. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And if you're still here and you're not subscribed, if you can see that subscribe button below the video, that means you're not subscribed. You better hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.